The joy of giving transforms lives. As the first snowflakes fell that winter, a young woman named Sarah stood before the mirror, brushing strands of her hair aside and hesitating. She had always thought Christmas was for children, filled with glittering lights and overstuffed stockings. But this year felt different. Her heart was heavy with the weight of loneliness. What is the point of all this? She wondered, looking at the half-wrapped gifts scattered across her bed. It wasn't until one chilly evening she heard a soft knock on her door. Opening it revealed an elderly neighbor, Mrs. Henderson, bundled up in a scarf that seemed to tell stories of yesteryears. "Happy holidays, dear. I brought you some cookies," she said, a gentle smile lighting up her wrinkled face as she extended a plate. For a moment, Sarah felt warmth ripple through her chest. The world around her faded, and she caught a glimpse of the joy that giving could bring. "Thank you, Mrs. Henderson," Sarah replied, her voice shaky, "but I have nothing to offer in return." "Oh, child, just sharing a moment is enough," Mrs. Henderson added with a twinkle in her eye. Inspired by those words, Sarah decided to act. The next day, she gathered her old clothes, some untouched toys, and a few books she had grown out of, and headed to the local shelter. "Here, I hope this can bring joy to someone else," she said, feeling her heart swell with purpose. As she handed over the items, she noticed the faces around her lighting up. At that moment, she realized the true spirit of the season was not in receiving, but in giving, in connecting with others and sharing what we have. That was the magic that transformed her. Weeks later, as she decorated her tree, Sarah smiled, knowing that each ornament was a reminder of the laughter and connections she had nurtured. Life was full of warmth when shared. In the end, she learned, the joy of giving creates bonds that outshine any gift. Letting go became the greatest gift of all.